It's Week 8 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Chiefs at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. They're executing.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Flaherty. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 8. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Flaherty on the move to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Back to throw. Flaherty. That's to Bowers once again. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Flaherty. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Pacheco. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flaherty. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Flaherty. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw. Flaherty. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Flaherty. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back to throw. Flaherty. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Looking to throw. Flaherty. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw. Flaherty. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Flaherty. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Flaherty.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll empty out the backfield. Back to throw. Flaherty. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This is 2nd and 8.
Mahomes to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers are right up there near the top of the power rankings as they finish the first half with a 6-2 record. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Trey Benson, a touchdown run in the victory. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard. In motion, the tight end. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hatcher, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Flaherty. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Hatcher. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Flaherty. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against.
let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Flaherty working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flaherty. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 4. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Flaherty. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Hatcher. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flaherty. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run again.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Raiders now down by 9. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Looking to throw. Flaherty.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Back to throw. Flaherty.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roman. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Flaherty. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches that wasn't a blast for them.
So for the Chiefs,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.